Hey, good evening one, good evening all, and yep, here we go. Edge of Apocalypse raid, the second raid of this series. Okay then, so we'll be moving on to the new Assault raid next month. Thought I'd start off this time with the notes because they come out quite late, so a lot of people might not have seen them. Okay then, and there's a little bit of obviously lore that comes with this, but we won't go into that. I'm sure we'll talk about that later on Hefe's show. Captain Nocky, good evening. Evening, Fred. Good to see you, buddy. So what have we got? We've got quite a bit, actually, a bit more than I thought we were going to get in this raid. So as you can see, hey Scott, how you doing? Yeah, so we've got the Fenrir, okay then, or Fenrir, or however you want to pronounce it, that stuff. So the new Assault hull for Tier 12, so that's the first one, the Tier 12s and the Assault banner. Okay, we've got obviously a scattergun, so here we go, it's a scattergun hull. We've got Corrosive Battery 3, okay, so that's a super thing to have, because we haven't got one of those yet. This plating, by the way, it's not a plate, it's a special. Okay then. Interestingly, we get an extra fire breathe if you want them to go and defend your base. You also get a new weapon to go on top of your outpost, which is super duper. And we also get a new engine to go on our defenders as well. So that's not bad, is it? To be honest, it's quite a lot to pick up. Hey, Ant-Man, how you doing? Andy, good to see you. So yeah, there's going to be a lot, I think. I think there is going to be quite a lot to pick up. I've worked it out to be about 41.5 million points for everything that's new, and then obviously there are other things as well. Like I said, you know, there's the new hull. That's destined for a skin later on, isn't it? Okay, that looks pretty drab and boring. Okay then, but it's destined to get a bit of a life, I hope, injection later on to give it a bit more colour. We'll go through stats later on in the Hefe's show. Okay, there you go, a nice bright scattergun indicating that obviously it's going to be corrosive. There you go, there's the battery that goes with it. Okay, so that gives you good stats. I like the fact that it's 105 building damage now and 105 wall damage and plus 50 on the corrosive damage, so that's pretty decent as well. There's that plating, okay, it's not an armor. Just, I know it looks like one, but it isn't an armor. Okay, whether it's the best item to fit on your ships, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, oh, thanks for sub, thanks very much. Yeah, that's that, and there you go, there's the weapon that goes on top of your OP. It is a cannon, okay, and it is ballistic, although it looks like it might flow plasma, okay, but actually there you go, it is a cannon. It's got a crazy amount of damage, okay, although saying that our ships have an awful lot of defense as well. So there we go, we can play with that later on. And there's the engine, okay, not very exciting, but obviously it is an engine that fits on our defender holes, and there you go, your damage obviously is boosted by 10% across all different ranges. Notice bonus combat speed minus 500%. Right, super, let's get rid of that, let's get into the game, let's take a look at the raid. Okay, you'll be pleased to know the intro was a bit longer because I was rolling for an invade crew, all right then, which I didn't think you wanted to see me doing live because it's a bit dull. Yes, so there we go, there's all the toys. And that's what we're going for. First thing is we'll go out and we'll take a little look. You'll notice I'm down to 43 coin because I've done very little coining in the last few months. So we shall see how we get on. Dagger spines, I've managed to get them all up to X1 now, which is nice. They're all built the same, less the flagship. And on the flagship then, I don't think I've got anything in the refit. No, I haven't. So other people have gone other fits. You know, they've gone for like, you know, speed mortars on here and loads more evade and that sort of stuff. I'm sort of sitting halfway between, so my evade currently is sitting at 80.4. I'd like to think that my alliance has decided to put on evade. Yes, they have, so I get a 10% bonus on that, and clearly in a moment I will go out and I will slap on, where is it? There we go, there's an evade crew as well. We won't do it as of yet. So let's get out there and let's take a look, shall we? So colours and scopes and that sort of stuff, let's pull it up. Bear in mind, this is the second one now, so no more silly targets of other denominations. They're all obviously for the dagger spine now. We will have a look at the 102, and then we'll have a look at the 103, and then we'll pop in and see the 109. Don't be disheartened by the 900. Don't be disheartened by the top level targets. Normally after a couple of days people get into them, they start understanding how they work and end up selecting probably that target over the other targets, to be honest, because it ends up being a little bit quicker. Nothing's changed, 250k and the 500k bonus. Okay, yeah, I know, I know I do. I need your crews as well, actually, to be honest. And then obviously, you know, it's the 1 million straight off the bat just for the single target on the 900 as well. And if you have some of these stacked up, then obviously you get another 250k bonus on top of that again. So that's not too bad. So yes, you get you know, 1 million for doing those two plus that 500 there, another million for doing that one there, and another 250k on top of that. So there you go. So if you did the whole lot completing, you're getting 2.25. So not too bad. But for now, let's look at the auto target and just see where it comes in and how we're getting on. So we won't attack at any particular angle. We're not putting on any crew. We're just letting it do its own thing. I didn't say I wasn't going to coin. I'm just saying I haven't got many coins. That's, by the way, that's a different thing altogether. By Hefe's show, I might have a few more. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. This is the one where you'd like to take out. Oh, I remember the routes now. This is when we've got to take out those funny buildings to stop, obviously, things hitting you. But let's just see what it does in auto first and see if it's really, really drastic. Hopefully not. So at the moment, then that one's being outranged, but now it's not going to be outranged. It looks like it's going to be able to slap me. Maybe not so sure. Okay, so that mounted is quite nice. It's blocking it on auto. That's decent of them. That arc is out the way. I get to fire the mountain. He can't hit me. So on auto, that's a nice start. This one is obviously guaranteed damage, which is why you need your evade. I'm in range of this little thing. But we managed to get a nice splash boom off of that one. So far, okay. This is where it'll get interesting now. So my evade is not horrendous. Number one ship is taking a little bit of damage, but not too much. Please don't go in the range of that one. No, it hasn't. Okay, so far they have designed the auto target to be auto friendly so far. Yes, you're going to take some damage. We know that, but they're not making you drive into auras that are going to cause you huge problems so far. No, I noticed that there's no blitz on the 900. They've been doing that for a while, which is slightly frustrating. But because obviously we're on auto, it's going to want to kill off rubbish that we don't want to kill off. But is it going to target? No, so you can't actually. Good. There's no time wasting on these warehouses like there is in the bounty targets. Well, this is looking okay. No, I'm not. Hey, Matt, how you doing? I'm not doing any swear words so far. Things are okay. If we're clocking on auto for about half an hour's damage, then in the final event, I don't think that's horrendous. That's behind the mountain again, so that's not too bad, is it? The question is, can you drive it better than you can auto without a crew? We will see. Okay, so we're done. So time-wise, even on auto, it's quite acceptable, isn't it? So there you go. That's one for Nobby. That's in the bank then, bro. Okay, let's give you the timings because I know you'll be listening in. As you're driving around your truck. A little bit of radioactive. Okay, then. Resisted. Okay, but it still obviously does splash damage. Okay, and obviously it's 1% of ballistic. And 21 minutes. Well, that's instant fix, isn't it? Well, no, it won't be actually because the flagship has probably taken most of that. In fact, let's just peek back in and just see the ratio of damage. I'd say it's probably 2 to 3-fold on the flagship. Well, let's have a little peek. Oh, so 3 minutes worth of damage there. Okay, then. And then what do we got on these here? So 5 minutes less. Yeah, so it's even across the board, isn't it? Yeah, that seems even. So it seems to be splash based. Yeah, so 3 minutes of all the damage that we had was splash based. So that's the radioactive bit that we, whilst we might have avoided it, we still got splash damage. But the rest of it then, the other 5 minutes on the flagship was obviously the ballistic damage that must have came in because that's why that's at 8 minutes. I'm not going to repair that. We'll worry about it later and we'll do a 1 coin fix in a bit. And in fact, I think I might, hang on a minute, let's just start repairing and just see. I might still have a, oh yeah, I've got a couple of these. I'm not going to use the 12 hour, but I might use another one later on. Right, so launch fleet. Just remember we're on nearly 9 minutes. Okay. Yes, I know it's damaged. Right. Okay, let's go and find another 1 or 2 then, and let's see if we can drive it. So there's always a bit of a hint onto how to drive them because the auto route, if it's designed well, gives you the best sort of sort of ideas. So it's quite nice that most of those really annoying ballistic cannons, which are these ones here, are sitting behind and out the way. Behind the mountains, behind the mountains. So he's a directional, he's not. Okay, and so he can't do anything to me, he can't do anything to you, but he can. So I think the first thing we want to do is probably go and take a look at this and see if we can get this one out of the way. And whilst nothing's firing at me, then we'll clip these out of the way. Can probably zoom in a little bit here, which is nice. Now, I don't think I'm going to have any range to be able to get to any of these here. So I've just got to bear in mind that obviously I'm going to have to go slightly wide to be able to get to this one here. All right. I can almost, take that out, ignore that, because I can come right in closer and then I can get these ones out of the way. So over here, what have we got here? Two of the same, and I think we can outrange both of those, can't we? Just remind myself. Let's go wide. Press S for auto. Let's see what happens. Yes, so these ones we can outrange. It's this one we can't, and I don't think we can that either. But maybe we can box clever. Oh, I went a little bit too early there. And maybe we can go around this way here. His range is quite high, isn't it? But so we need to be doing a bit of, because that's area effect damage, isn't it? So we do need to be doing a bit of drive-by type shooting. So we can outrange him, we can't, so he's the one we want first. That probably wasn't the right way to go, to be honest, but there we go. Let's just try and see if we can get a bit of a spin on here. That's fine, outrange of that. We outrange that, but we don't outrange that, and we don't outrange that, but we do outrange that. So let's go up here and clip him, because we want to go into him, because he's high damage, isn't he? Even though he's short range, he's high damage. Okay, get him out of the way. So he's short range, and this one isn't, though. So I want to see if I can get this one first. Yes, I can. I've outranged him still, so we're going to take him out and then not worry about him. That's short range, that isn't, and that isn't. So let's get this one out of the way first. Take this one out. That's a short range one, that's not. Are these dumbfire? Are they firing behind me? They are dumbfire. Okay, so just bear that in mind. They are dumbfire. This one here is short range. Okay. Got to be cautious. So while that's dumbfire, that one there isn't. That one there isn't. That one is. He's behind the mountains. So we'll drive up and down here a little bit, but I just can't remember what the range of those are. It's quite long if I remember rightly. Yeah, so he's already hitting me. So we're going to do a bit of drive-by shooting on these. Try and get him to hit behind. I know the rad ones won't. Try and get that dumbfire to fire behind me. Just gotta watch that basilisk because he could be. I don't know if can he get fire through that gap. That might just be an optical illusion. That gap. I don't think he can, to be honest. So I want to take him out without. There he is. He's out now. Actually, I can come back around here, go a little bit higher, take him out, and then try if I can get this one. So that's directional. So I'm going to target this one now. That's directional. So I'll target this one. And take the last one out. Right, to me, that looks like more damage. Do we end up just altering these? I don't know, to be honest. There was 9 minutes there, or nearly 9 minutes. 1% taken and 1% taken, so that's definitely more damage. Look, it's 52. Bingo, there we go. That's the answer to that then. Don't drive them because I'm rubbish. All right then, so we'll alter those. Blimmin' heck, that was terrible. Let's go and look at the 103 because obviously that's got the more interesting stuff in it. I wonder if they'll keep the damage on that 22, because that's quite nice if it does stay that way for autoing. Right, we're back to a clean fleet again. There's no damage. Let me just coin that. Let's take a peek. What do we have? Clusters, as we expected. So there is one of the rad turrets. Let's have a look. So we can outrange him, but we can't range him. So there's a ballista up there. And then he's in there. So he's firing the wrong way. And there's one of those buildings. So we need to get rid of that building. I wonder if we can nip around this corner. That'd be quite nice. I don't know which one that there. It normally highlights what it kills off. No, it's just highlighting the 3 buildings. So it'll probably end up killing this one off here. This is nothing like the last one. So there's one there again. And that's a short range. That's a long range. So that's a good way to go. But then there's another one sitting here as well. So one there, one there. Although these are dumbfire, but... Is there another one somewhere else? Yes, there's one over there. Okay. I'm contemplating going down around this way first, targeting that, trying to outdrive that, and that faces the opposite way around anyway, so. If I remember rightly, these target turrets here, they don't trigger for a couple of seconds, if I remember rightly. Yeah, they take a couple of seconds to trigger, so fire, what, 3 or 4 times, I think, if I remember rightly. That was helpful. Drive out the way, let it do it 3 or 4, come back around, pause, wait, let it fire, go forward. Now we're in a range of this one, but the other one's going to fire, so we need to move out the way. That one's now dead, get the directional turret out. Okay, that's that little section. Keep one of those red rings because they do an awful lot of damage. So we're going to scoot in here. I don't see another one that's close enough to affect me. No, as long as I don't go in really close, I shouldn't get any bother from this there. So I keep away from him and take him out next. And yeah, it was the top far one that's gone, look. So we'll target this one. Keep away from the range of that one, but not go in too far. I can outrange him. I can nip through actually now if I wanted to. I can nip through there. That doesn't really matter. That doesn't matter. That I reckon I could sneak through here. That I can't though. Where else can we go? We can't sneak through. We can definitely sneak through this piece and through that piece. I can outrun him. I can get him as well. So all I got to worry about is that short range one there. So let me just see what happens. If I can get around out the inside of this little tiny piece here, that'd be quite nice. Okay, this is do or die, isn't it? Basic moment now. Come on, get around the corner, get around the corner. Trying to kill that building if I can. So we managed to sneak through, okay. Kill this one, get up close to that one, hopefully. We're inside the range, okay, so we've got a position to pause now, that's something. He's a directional one, I don't think no, I can't target him and I can't target him, so he's a directional one, so I can get him first. Take out this, what looks of it. Let's drive in an arc or something, shall we? he's dead. Let's go this one next. Not too bad. Let's go in and get the building next. Oh, I got caught just inside of one ring there, but it could have been worse. So I'm going to go and try and go straight through now if we can. Avoid him if possible. Should be inside the range of that one. It's just this cluster here. Oh no, him as well. So let's go back and get him. There's no more. No, there's no more awkward ones left. Yeah, I do. You're right, Fred. It's click, 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 isn't it? Yeah, Hefe was saying the same thing. Now, if I go down to get him now, they're going to shoot me. So I don't want to be doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around this side here. He's facing the wrong way. So I can go over the mountains for him. And I probably should have done it a little bit earlier. Oh no, because I had the other blisters were over here, weren't they? So I need to take out these two here. Leave him, leave him. So let me just know how far I've got to go. I've got to go that far. Okay, so in a straight line with that ice pool. So I'm going to target on this one first. Now I may as well just park because obviously they get more damage when they're parked. Park this one as well. Take those two out. And the rest of it's just auto, isn't it? Okay. Is that half an hour or thereabouts? It's me that does all the clicking. You're not wrong there, buddy. It's definitely me. I've missed something. What have I missed? Let's press S and let's see what's missing. Oh, just that. I didn't even see it. Just that. Okay. Yeah, I got a quick fire mouse, and unfortunately, it does make a lot of clicks. It's a mechanical switch, so. I'm not saying that's the route, but it is a route. Okay, where are we talking? So 20 minutes. So it looks like 20 minutes and 20 minutes. So let's auto the baby one and drive this one. 20 minutes. Let's just see how that panned out. Okay, when we actually break the hull down, the fleet down, sorry, into its parts, and see where we get. I'm already quite intrigued about the 900 personally, but okay. Again, I think we're probably somewhere right. We're 10 minutes, okay. So we're 10 minutes this time on that one, and I don't know what that's doing there. And then what are we on these? 2 minutes. So what we're going to do then is we'll go back and repeat the process. We're going to put the evade crew on now and see if that makes any difference at all to trying to negate some of the damage. Yeah, everything is 2 minutes, isn't it? So that's our splash damage, isn't it? So, oh, it's nearly 11 minutes, isn't it? Nearly 11 minutes. Okay. So just remember the 11 minutes, okay? And we're going to pick up that crew. Just launch the fleet, yes. Right. So we'll go back again and we'll go for another 102. We'll let it auto. It was 20 minutes, wasn't it? You wouldn't be the first, mate. Here we go then. We'll zoom in and we'll watch it and see where the damage comes from. So we're happy with that then. Yep, that blister's behind the mountain. It can't fire. We're outranging him. His angle is different. Okay. So even if you're late getting into this target, you know, and you think, oh, it's already started, don't worry about it. Even if it's on auto, look, because the first little section is doing no harm. Here's the first turret that's going to do you some damage then, or at least try to. Is he going to get a boom off? No. So far it's just incoming damage on the flagship. There's no boomers yet. I'm not seeing one anyway. It's a shame it targets that one first. I prefer if it targeted this one. Okay, we'll get nothing from this one, but there is definitely damage from this one here. Look, chipping away. This one will fire, and obviously that's the ballistic damage, and you know it's area effect damage as well. So that's the guaranteed damage, which we had 3 minutes each across each of the ships the first time we did this. So we shouldn't get any damage from this, but we will from this, but nothing from this. And it's, yeah, just about 11 minutes to take off. Oh, there's one boom there, 2. So we got 2. So the last ballista is going to go. So you'd almost want it to say, don't do that and go up and take that out first, but there we go. And then, yet again, it'll take this one out before it takes this one out, which is slightly frustrating. So you almost like want to do a bit of auto-assisted driving, really, because the route's very good. I'm not sure what that was. Let's see what we've got then. Now, RNG, obviously, you've got to bear in mind, because sometimes you'll get nothing and sometimes you'll get 1 or 2, you know, so 1 and 1, and so it's not always guaranteed. So 46.35 that time. First one was 20, and that was even without a crew on. So there you go. It doesn't prove it every time. It's not always going to be perfect, is it? So that's the R&D. I got 2. You saw it. I had 2 shockwaves then, and you can see, look how much more damage. That's more than 3 minutes a ship, isn't it? Definitely. And in fact, this ship here is more damage than this one. So that's the RNG thing. Again, randomizer of the chance of them getting through. How many is that we've done now? Because I want to get 4 of these up and running. You've got 3 of those and 1 of those. Okay, let's do another one just to see how bad that was. Well, not how bad it was, but just see if it's consistent repair. What is that? 46.52. Well, that's 47 minutes then. 47 minutes. 1 more. We'll drive a couple of 103s and then we'll go straight and have a look at the 900, because that's probably the target I'm going to aim to get a decent path on it anyway. In fact, well, let's assist this one and help it pick out the turrets that we definitely want to take out first. I mean, this bit doesn't matter. This bit doesn't matter, but we want it to pick that one there first as opposed to this one here. Whoa, stop. Yeah, that wasn't very bright to me, was it? I moved it all right. Okay, so this isn't going to be a very good result. Anyway, so those 2 there in whichever order, it doesn't really matter too much, but this one here is the one you want to take out next, not the other one. Or just sitting there getting slapped. Okay, press S again. Can't drive through this one here because you're causing yourself, they do a lot of damage. So this one here, drive past and take out that one. Oh no, too close. Look, there we go. I'm getting clouted. You can definitely get to it. Oh, there you go. That's too, I went too far. So you can get to this one. There you go. That's what I do it for. I make a mistake so you don't have to. Target this one. And instead of targeting this one, I'm going to go down and, well, can I pick up that one? I'm not sure I can actually. Can I get to that one without clipping this one? No, I don't think I can. Not based off that angle anyway. These 2 won't matter, that one won't matter, that one won't matter. So let me just press S on this. There's only about 3 actually then that you need to, and that's that one there. Try and get that and then try and get that before it takes out that. Apart from that, everything else is, see, maybe it might be better to go down here because then that thing's out of range now. Yeah, so if you are coming around, come around down here first, rather than what it just did straight across there, because then they're both firing on you. Yeah, and that's better, because then that's out of range of that one. So, yeah, if you do come around this corner, go right down south. Now, he's not going to be able to fire through that gap. No, he's not. So let's leave him for a second. Let's go up and get him. Where's his angle there? And then come across and get him. Yeah, so when you're coming up north, then take out this one first, take this one out next, this one next, and then go back and get the ballista last. And that should probably be better then. Okay, so we've got an idea. Just rush it, you'll be fine. Yeah, look at that. Actually, 2 booms from those ballistas. Just look how much damage they do. They're horrid. I wonder if I can drive one for 20 minutes. Let's have a look. If I can drive one, I've got a 2-hour repair, haven't I? So we'll use that then. So I'm going to have a look at a 103. That route didn't look too bad. Let's have another look, see if we can get it better. If I can get it under 20 minutes, then we'll thereabouts. I'll get that out of the way because that was annoying last time. So you'll notice the time delay then for these here. Look, if I where is it? If I go in close, because the mountains the way it won't do it. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Bang. 2, 3. Pause. You'll see it. The ring will come up. There. 2, 3. And about a second to get to you. So you have got a reasonable amount of time. It's not horrendous. So use that to your advantage. So we're going to target this one again. We're going to let it come in. 1, 2, 3, move. One, 2, 3, move. 1, 2, 3. We're inside its range. We're going to target it this time. Get in fairly close. The other one's going to fire. We're going to move out of its way. 2, 3. We're going to go back in and get this out of the way. Should be enough. Yep. Okay, we're going to swing around then and take this one out as we did before. Now there's absolutely no point moving because you get to kill them faster, as we said, if you're stationary, because then the aura pops up and that's good. And they're guaranteed damage anyway. So yet again, we're going to try and sneak past this one and try and sneak past that one. So I'm not worried about that one, but I'm going to make sure I want to just clip the edge of that if I can, and then get this one, get this one. If I can get that and that, I can sit over there. Oh, I can't. I'll just have to watch that ballista, that's all. Right, here we go then. Let's see if I can do a bit better driving. Wasn't perfect last time. Let's click down here in the corner. That's better. So you can cut through. It's a bit tight, but you can get through it. I'm not too worried about the cheese balls because ultimately, I am worried about the red rings though. I'm not too worried about the cheese balls because they don't do a great deal of damage. Now I should be able to sit over here and just go out the way of that ballista. That worked. Then come down to get his cannon, or see I've sat in that red ring again then. So this one hasn't been as good as the last one. I'm inside the range of this one. Yeah, that wasn't brilliant. All practice though. We're going to take this one out, and then again we're going to go do this done. So we're going to go up in a circle around here. Come in and get this one. Get the building hopefully. Nearly got it. We're not going to stop there, we're just going to drive straight through. Oh, not get too close to that one, nearly did. Take it back out again on the way back. Oh, the building just must have blown up by itself somehow. Come around the back and pick this one up. Right, I got stuck in 2 red rings that time. And then we're going to just drive in, park up and get these 2. Take these out last, hopefully. That's not going to hurt me, that's not going to hurt me. Just stop and park up now. Right, so that's about as exciting as that is. Right, okay. So not too bad. Not brilliant. I made a couple of mistakes in there. I got trapped because I wasn't really concentrating. But that's my own fault. So, you know, errors you get punished for, which I'm happy with. So I took, 2% instead. Ballistic was still fine. It's not changed, is it? So they're not offering the instant upgrade. Really? I won't be able to know because I've not got it. The X1 upgrade. I thought that normally comes through. How can I check that? Is anybody else on? Oh, hang on. What was that? It was on 1. So that's 25 minutes that time. Yeah, so I did make a mistake. But it wasn't as bad as it could have been. How are we doing for points? We are getting there. So we've got 4 of those and 2 of those done. So we need to get a couple more of them done, and then we're good, aren't we? We're golden. I'm surprised they haven't got the X1 deal out. That's quite surprising. I haven't looked myself. In fact, I don't think the offers have changed. I'm still on 10. So start repair and speed up. There's a 2-hour there. Okay, we'll wait for that. 3 minutes. Let's just have a look and see what these offers are. Are these the old ones? No, that's new, isn't it? So what have they got then? They've got build, or gift, gift, buy, coin. What? Falcons? Oh, it must be the next set down. Dagger spine again. Full fleet, geez, okay, and again. Wow. Let me refresh, just see if anything comes in a second. Hang on. I'm quite surprised about that. No upgrade offers. No, doesn't look like it. We're still on 4 of 10. Yeah, doesn't look to be anything. That'll frustrate some people. There's normally a $9.99 deal or something, isn't there, for 3 to 4 or 3 to X1. Anyway, a minute or so there. Yeah, there's just too many though, Fred, isn't there? There is lots of builds. There's like 4 different options there, which is a bit crazy. I'll do the other ones. Okay, we'll go and do 2 900s now. Then I'll do the rest of those off when I finish the stream. I'll catch up. You don't want to see any more of those, I'm sure. But there looks like it's a good route anyway. Instant upgrade for Falcons and Obliterators. Great. How exciting is that? None at all, he says. I'm not excited in the slightest. Radio. So we're probably about there. 1 minute to go. Think about this hull. It's obviously assault. It's obviously corrosive. If you take a look back at your previous, you have to go a little bit farther back to look for the corrosive assault hull. Okay, but we did have one previously. Okay, I think it was the tier 10. I think it was. You're going to be building this ship very, very similar. This new one. So just bear that in mind when you. And there's going to be something in the FM as well. Whether there's going to be a CIC and that sort of stuff, or a heavy weapon, there'll be something along those lines. So the FM, when the FM comes out next week, will bring something new with it as well. So don't get carried about what is the build today. Fred, no you don't. Bloody lionfish tokens. I don't think so. Well, you can have as many lionfish tokens as you like. Whether you're actually using the darn things. I wonder what you use lionfishes for now. Lionfishes? Is that a real word? Lionfish. What would you use lionfish for now? Okay. Let's go and peek the big one, shall we? Now as ever, it will probably be a target of 2 halves, as they generally are. There's one right in front of me. So let's go in a 9 o'clock position first and take a peek. We might not hit it straight away. Yeah, you're right, actually, because there is no... Well, I can't see underneath that one there, but I'm assuming there's no blitz, because there's a blitz option on everything else. I really wish you could stop that and just tick a little box when you say join attack there and just be able to go, yeah, thanks very much. It's annoying. Let's take a pick. Oh, okay. So the X1 daggers, if you... Ah, interesting. So all your big coin is tough. You just got to coin it. It's interesting. So it's tempting you to come in and take this out, isn't it? Because that will kill off probably one of the ones... Oh, God, this is huge. A lot of rubbish around the back here. Outrange, 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 can't outrange. Almost looks like you want to be coming in from this angle. So it's not a balanced target. It's not fully even, is it? Because that's on the peripheral there. But there's nothing comparative down here. The question is, where are all the nasty turrets? So you can still clip him from the outside. Bear in mind, the more of these buildings you clip, the more this thing starts spewing out. These things start spewing out nasty stuff. One there. Okay. So it's about getting rid of these, really. I mean, could you sneak in through there, do you reckon? Do you reckon you could get through here? If I take this one out here, do you reckon that equates to this circle over here? It'd be nice. Because they can all the way around in here and take that rubbish out. And then come all the way back around and all the way back around. Directional there. Directional there. So that cuts that off. And that cuts. Yeah, you're not going to get through there. Not a chance. Although you can sneak up here. This angle here and fire at him. Although you're going to be getting hit by these two. Him you can hit from the outside. But I got a funny feeling you'll be in the area for him to hit you. You can go around that. That doesn't make any difference. That doesn't do anything. So what are we thinking? Are we thinking this building here, which is really annoying, could be the one for this one, which is a shame. I'm going to test this one here, I think, first, and see if it takes out this one over here. That said, yeah, can we sneak through? Can we take him out and sneak through under here and just grab it? I think we probably can. We've got to watch him. And then that. Okay, let's have a look. We're here to test things, so let's test things. Which one goes pop? Let's have a look. Ah, it's that one up there. Well, that's interesting. Not what I was expecting, but actually quite beneficial. So we can definitely... Where's the other one? The building. Okay. I think we can get him from outside. Let's keep an eye on the range of that. I wonder if we can get him from this angle here. So we're behind the mountains. That'd be quite helpful. Let's try it. Nope. However, we can do it that way though. So there's nothing facing that way. So I should be able to drive 1, 2, 3 and then come in at him. I'll be inside his range, which is there. And nothing's going to fire at me apart from, yes it is, that turret there. Okay, so I'm in the clear at the moment. Where am I going to go to his one? This one I'm in the clear at the moment because he's blocked by the mountains. This one I can clip. That's slightly annoying. I wonder if I'd take that down, whether that takes that down. That'd be really helpful if it did. I'm thinking this mountain here will block. Oh no, it didn't block. I didn't get close enough. So, nope. Okay. So you can't quite block. Let's just see where this goes. I'm not really worried about the time just yet. So it is that one. So I should have done that on the way in. But saying that, you can't drive through here because those there, I won't be able to squeeze through and kill them fast enough. That's not going to work. So it's definitely a case of starting over here, I think. Now I should be able to get down and get him out of the way. And then none of these here should do me any harm because now I can sit behind the mountain. Right, okay, done him. Am I going to hit the mountain? Yes, it is. Although his little ring does just go into water. So I can't go through him. So it is this one, unfortunately. Unless it's that one. I think it's probably that one. Can I get to him? Yes, I can. But I'm going to need to... So he can be killed. He can be killed. So I could have done that whole cluster straight away, actually. There's nothing can fire at you. I'm going to go past this one, clip this out on the drive, but not on the drive by. I need to park because it's guaranteed damage, and I want to be able to pop it. Now I can go back around and do drive-by shooting on this. Haha, sod's law. One more would have done nicely. One volley, that's what I needed. So this looks like a repeat. The question is, do I actually want to hit that building? Or shall I wait? Yet again, drive into this one. Pause. Drive to this one. I know it's early days yet, we're not quite sure what to do, but you know, it's get the 1, 2, 3s out of the way. Sit still, wait, pause, kill these off. I can do it on drive-by. Spin back. Okay, so apart from if I can sneak through and get that one, which I'm hoping I can, everything else now I can just drive past. So definitely a case of starting up there if I could. So let me see if we can. Let's see if we can encourage this one to, there we go, let's pause. Nope, you can't quite, or you can get in there, but getting hit by the other one, so that's not the way to do it. Bear that in mind next time. Whoops, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. So we can't get in, you have to try and just drive by the line. Ignore him, get inside his range and kill him off instead. Okay, so by killing that building, yeah, so it is this one here. All right. So that one does that one, and then that one did that one. By killing off that one there, you could have possibly gone in. Yeah, I could have actually gone in the other way around. Okay, well, it's only the first go. We're still learning. We've learned quite a bit, actually. Especially don't park inside those little red rings, because it's bloody painful. Let's get rid of him. Nothing's going to hurt me here now, because so I can kill him off, which means I can kill him off, and then this one as well. Well, as a first go, it was worth doing. Can you squeeze through this? Let's see if you can. Just about. So, and then hopefully we should be able to click this without. No, we're just in the range. So should it be next time? It would be to go the other way around. So I have to go by the other way because can't get him. Okay, first go, probably a couple of hours, a bit messy, but we've got an idea now. All right, we'll do one more, as we said anyway. I mean, I don't believe the 1% and 1% taken. That's a lot of rubbish, look, because... All right, cheers for that. Okay. What was the damage then? I reckon it's a good 2 hours or so. 143, recall that. Okay, hopefully I've got another 2 hour fix. If not, I'll just remember it. Yeah, have. Good. Okay, so we'll have one more crack at that and come in from the other angle. Is there another one here? There's one right in front of me. So let's have a look and go in maybe from sort of... We did start at 9 o'clock, and actually it didn't put us in the 9 o'clock position, did it? So it's clearly... indicating that it wants you to start... I'm sure I started 9 o'clock last time, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So it wants you to go in this way first. But I don't think I want to. So you're definitely safe to be able to take all this rubbish out here. So you can definitely press S a minute. Let's just have a little look. So he can't hit because the mountains are away. A ballista couldn't hit you if it tried anyway, so... Let's not go in too close, and we're going to take this one out now. Yeah, that's the only reason I go to Alpha, is just because it's so damn long to wait otherwise, and it just tries me at the freaking wall. And then drive-by shooting on these. It doesn't give you the maximum amount of damage, which is annoying, but ultimately you're not getting incoming damage, so... Although I am getting a bit of splash damage, but it's not horrendous. Oops, careful. And I'm thinking I should be able to do this as well, so... Too close, but then again it's firing at the mountain, so it can't do him any harm. So that gives you the route in, and we already decided that that was fine to pick up. And then now I've got a route in because I'll be able to kill that. I'm so tempted to go this way. Yeah, let's have a little look. If I really balls it up, we'll have one more, but I don't think so. Because as we know, we can grab that. Because I'm inside that range. Where was the other one? Where's the other? There. So if his range is there, and his range is there, so there's a dead spot just here. Look. that one there and that one there. So if I can get into the dead spot just here, I'm killing him. I'm still in the dead spot. Yeah, okay. There. Well, that was a bit more successful. If I remember rightly, I don't think I can get damaged by killing that one. No. Now there was this one again. So if I can get to... Was there another one? There was one there, wasn't there? So that'll have to be sort of a down and up sort of shooting range type thing, because I was getting clapped, wasn't I, when I did that last time. So I need to go down and then back right up tight to that wall. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, not so bad. One more go. Here we go. Him I'm not bothered about. Him, what is that? I mean, let's get back up here. What is this thing? I can't even see what it is. Is that a short range turret, or is that a... I think they're short range turrets, aren't they? And he's facing the wrong way. Well, let's drive over and have a little look at it. It's not a short range turret. Okay, so those are long range turrets. Get out of the way of that, which I can fire on from outside that range. I just can't fire on, but I can from in here if I'm rightly. Yeah, I can get both of these from behind this mountain. That's it. Okay. Right, so where is the other one? The other one is there. Okay, is there a dead spot? Yes, there is. Again, there's a dead zone here. So he's not going to hurt me. Oh, he'll be out of my way. He won't hurt me. That one there, if I go around here, he is not. So I'm thinking about here. Even though there's just a big fireball just landed there. But kill off him, kill off him. Kill off the building. Drive down, drive by shooting, kill off him. Oh, turned too early, my own fault. So somehow it looks like go down around this way. Yeah, kill that building, go down around here. Across to kill that building. So inside that range there, kill off that one there. That fires low, that fires low. They won't hit me. Yeah, this looks reasonable, actually. So inside the ballista. Keep out the way of him. So go really north. Come inside here. Pause. Take out him. Auto kill everything else. Back across and kill this. Down and park to kill that. Everything else auto, I think. In fact, everything else on auto, I think, if I remember rightly. Pressed S now. That should auto to that, and maybe I should actually want to kill that first, actually, because that'll probably put me in range, won't it? Let's just go down this way. Now let's press S. Is that going to be out of range? Yes, it is. Well, that's definitely better. What was it, 1 hour 40? You're your own army. You got enough tokens to be your own army, I know that. That's okay, that's all right, isn't it? Okay, I mean, it's not an instant fix yet, but, you know, for a second go, I mean, that's chopped it away massively. How's that looking? What do you reckon? 36? between 25 and 35, I reckon. 1% taken and none. So we managed to get rid of all that ballistic, which was nice. And we obviously must have got the odd RNG boom off on us. We're on 5 million points. That's very nice, isn't it? Let's have a look. What do you reckon the timing is? Let's have a ganders. 23. Oh, isn't it a shame? You know, King Killer's effect is definitely there. Look, had it not been, that would have been instant fixing the dock, wouldn't it? Okay, so the 900's a good one, isn't it? And to be honest, you're getting 1 million points. So why don't you just perfect that and just do that turret at that target? I think that's what I'm going to go for. Right, I think that's about it. Unless you want to say anything else, I'll hold on for a couple of minutes. And if not, then I will see you in a couple of hours on Hefe's show. We'll go into details on the prize list, etc. And we'll have a little look about what to do maybe in your base, working on from next week. Like I said, the hull itself, I'll probably have come up with a build plan by then. But there's definitely going to be some stuff kicking out on the FM next week, so don't get too carried away on, oh, this is the build, because it may not be the build. All right, and it may be a start of a build. But okay, I'm generally quite happy. If you're happy, I'll pause for a couple of seconds, and if anything particularly you want to see, build time would be a good idea, wouldn't it? Actually, let's collect the whole and just check on the build time. Prizes, hull, 4 million. Thank you very much. Redeem, confirm, continue. Thank you. I can make a start on building. I've got plenty of build tokens because I've got last week's and this week's. So let's have a little look. Thank you very much. There's the blueprint. In the shipyard. Okay, for me then, 3 days, 16 hours, 12 minutes. I haven't collected a weapon yet, and obviously, I've got some limited weapons, haven't I? So let's have a look there. We've got the limited one there. Wow, 4 days, 3 hours. Holy gamoly. Okay, 4 days, 3 hours. Yeah, so obviously there is a heavy slot, or a CIC slot, one or the other. 316. Eight hours, 9, 10, 11. God almighty, they take a long time to put on. Hey, Si, how you doing, mate? Yeah, okay, so building the whole blank is quite nice and that sort of stuff, you know. Let's have a look at some of the timings. So yeah, I'm in Alliance, got a bonuses on my set. Sorry, not Alliance doesn't matter. But I've got my upgrades done for building ships. I've got all that. I've definitely got my refit one done, more importantly. So it's definitely going to be better, but I don't want to waste, you know, half a token. I'm trying to get this up to the 4 days. So let's have a look at some of the things we don't own at the moment, like battery 3. How long would that take us? Oh, there's that new special. Blimey, some of these things take a long time. Obviously, don't put any armor on yet, but we can play around and see how long the timing, how long these things take to. Ooh, this is going to be a right pig if you're going to try and build it straight off. It's limited, isn't it? Garrison battery 3, isn't it? So it'll be in here and it'll be down the bottom somewhere. There it is, there, isn't it? Corrosive battery 3. Sorry, yeah. 4 days 12. So if it's 4 days 12, either way you're wasting time. Like I say, you could add that on and then you could go back in, and I'm still not sure whether actually the new special is the right special to add. This one here yet. The stats weren't very impressive when I looked at them quickly earlier on. That and a weapon, what does that equate to? That's not good, is it? U0 fleet is struggling in the 103s. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. 5 days. That's an awful lot of your FM time taken up, isn't it? Your FM tokens. On one hull. Now, you might just have to forego and because you're going to get a hell of a reduction. And you've got to put a weapon on. What about if I put on a, because you're going to need a couple. What if I put on an MDS free? It's still over the limit. I'm not freaking coining that. Sod that. Frustrating. Right, so 3 days. And here's the example. Look, we'll just do this for this one hole. 3 days, 16 hours and 12 minutes. Okay, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so I'm throwing away basically 8 hours of build time here. Okay, so 8 hours of build time is what's going to get binned in a second. Because anything else I add onto this, that's close. Is it better to throw away? No, because I've got to wait 4 hours then, haven't I? So putting on one weapon takes you over the 4-day window, which is crazy. Chucking on a special that an armor. No, I'm not doing that. That's dumb because that doesn't help you with VXP. Anything that's corrosive or building damage is what we're looking for. Now there isn't a great deal, obviously. By the time you put the new special on, and then you go into here and then look for something else. What else do we have in here? You know, there's a tier 11. There's a tier 11.5 there. So combat speed, but we know obviously, you know, there is an engine. So we've done that already. So not impressed. Not impressed. Not impressed. Think. What's the best thing to do here? We'll just chuck on some stuff for a minute. Scattergun, yeah, okay. Corrosive damage, that's a tier 11. What's this other special? We haven't talked about it yet because we don't actually own it. Building damage. I don't think whatever you're going to add, it's going to take you far too far into burning off your tokens, which is stupid. You know, I'm not impressed with that. Why couldn't it be like 3 days and 1 hour or something like that? That would be decent, you know. It's just frustrating, isn't it? I'm not worried about the build as such yet. I'm more worried about trying to get it down to sort of like close to a, you know, using up a token sort of stuff, because otherwise you're just throwing away so many hours. It just seems nuts. Why can't they find something that only, like, you know, just takes it up to 4 days and an hour or something? That's still 9 hours with a build. There's plenty of time. Something could have taken that long. You're throwing away so much. It's just bloody criminal, isn't it? Right, anyway, we'll talk about a bit more on her face show, all right? I'm just finding that quite annoying, you know. Consider things like that there's a CIC slot, so the CIC is going to do something, but what we are going to have a look at, we've got a splash bonus coming up there, we've got pen survival and that stuff. Then none of the upgrades give you evade, okay? Whether that's worth considering or worrying about and that sort of stuff, then don't be surprised if there isn't King Killer in the coming event, as in raid this time next month, because obviously there are missiles, you know, coming at you. So it's just yeah, it's annoying. Well, weapons, guys, don't worry too much because you can still put on a single engine. Like you can just do one of them. So, but I was just hoping like MDS3 or something would just get you up. I mean, 9 hours, it takes you well over it. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. Look, so there's no evade buff this time at all, but there will still be King Killer. So if you are going to do anything, you may want to put it may be a fleet for a tank. I don't really know yet, but it seems like it would be a fleet for a tank. Bear in mind that there's bound to be King Killer because there's missile. So you know, whether that's ship 1 and a slightly better armor, or whether it's ship 5, we don't know until we see the VXP target at the very earliest as to what this thing is going to be hitting us with first. The reason there's no need to have too much evade and everything else, because all the corrosive stuff, as you know, is always going to be area effect damage. So high resistances is what you want, survival times and that sort of stuff. So there's no point going too crazy on the rest of the holes for evade. So don't worry about it. Generally across the fleet as well, 2 MDS3 a max, 3 MDS3 maybe. And if you're going to do them, put them all on one hull, because you're going to have to use a countermeasure to assist, which means you're going to do less damage. So you could almost make then the one that's got the MDS3 on it bit like your ARC build for your FM, make that the evade chip as well, you know. So it could be done that way. All right then, so that's probably the avenue I'll probably take. I know it's very early days yet, we've not seen anything, but my gut feeling already for this is there's no evade upgrade in the upgrades bit. It's a penetrative and corrosive target. The corrosive is the air effect damage. The penetrative is the accuracy based stuff. The accuracy based stuff is bound to have some king killer. So you're going to need some evade on some ship or one or the other sort of stuff. We don't know until we see VXP which one it's going to target first. We can test that then. And whichever one it is going to target first, that's the one I'm going to put all the evade on. So that's probably the one I'm going to put all the countermeasures on as well. Because if I'm taking down damage to use up evade, I may as well take down some more of the damage to put on some of the countermeasures. Otherwise, I'm just taking it off 2 different ships, which is silly. Right, I think that's enough for now. We're 10 minutes past the hour, so we're definitely slightly over time. Those in Alpha, okay, have fun. Okay, in fact, the second world's just started as well. So I will be on with Hefe later on in about an hour and 50. Okay, then, and I'm sure Fred will be about as well in the sidelines. So join us then, and like I said, have a happy raiding session. Okay, if you like the dagger spines, then great, because this is the last event. They'll go away, and then they'll just be suitable for pillage and a couple of other TLCs after this. So